gravity, in which it... let me tell you actually what gravity kind of does. So let's go back to the input system, which I feel like I keep closing out of. So I'm just going to end up putting it down here once I'm done with it. So right now gravity is set to 3 and the sensitivity is set to 3. Instead, I'm just going to set them to be 0 and 1 like they are for the controller, and maybe we'll get some commonality. So let's hover over this. Gravity, this is in units that the value falls towards neutral. Okay, so that it goes back to the original value. And you can see that the dead zone for the mouse is 0.19. And I think there's a good reason to keep these separated, but I'm just going to try it out real quick. That's good. That's not good. Oh, that's awful. There is no dead zone. Okay. Yeah, we do need gravity for that, because otherwise the controller is fine. There's a lot of acceleration to that, and you can kind of turn on a dime. It's very rigid. Whereas the controller doesn't feel nearly as rigid. It just kind of goes where you want it to. But it feels very different not on a controller. So if I set the gravity and the sensitivity to be 5 and 5, let's see how that goes. So if you're over here, it takes you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 seconds to get from one side to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it seems very good. And let me just test the vertical as well. And we should have input. 1, good, 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 good. I like it much better on a controller. It just feels nicer. Whee. The character movement does feel slow, but the character is going to be centralized, and I think instead we're going to end up moving the controller will be attached to the player. So every character in our game will have a controller, or every character in a game will have a camera attached to it. So in this case, what I can do is this. So now if I press play, we have the camera is now parented to us, or childed, so I can move, and it moves around. Okay, so I have a very simple character controller. I at least have character movement. So let's go back to this real quick, and I'm just going to start putting down... two. I wish it didn't do... I don't like the numbering. In fact, I'm going to keep the numbering out of this. Number doesn't seem relevant. Delete this column. Thank you. All right, design document. We also have just created base project. We did the base project. Other. We created a base player. We created a player base / model. It's something to work with. Simple player movement. Yeah, we did this. Can we say today? Is there an easy way to say today? At today. I think I can delete all of everything below. Can I say at today? Sick. Alright, design document is finished, I think. There are some other outstanding things that can be done later. There we go. We finished the simple player movement as well. And today, I do want to make sure I have some kind of prefab here. So let's start with that too. So we have a capsule. Let's name this player. We're actually going to name it... Jeez. There we go. So now when we duplicate it, it does that automatically. Increments it. Great. Okay, I want to get some simple split screen. Oh my god, it looks so goofy. Oh, I see. Okay, so what I need to do for every camera here is I need to set... Okay. So this is the camera, and now we have the... what is it? Where does it output? This is orthographic. We have the clipping. I thought it would be right here, honestly. Huh. Output. There it is, the viewpoint rect. So what we can do is add a duplicate here. And now we simply change the viewport rectangle that it outputs to. Oh, now there's two. So let's go and separate the players a little. I want to lock this. It's actually getting a little annoying. There we go. This. I don't have the pull handles. Oh, they were like weird. Okay. F. Zoom in, and we're good. Yeah, it should be centered. We're fine there. Okay. So they are going to take up different rectangles. We want this person to take up... the height should be 0.5. And this guy should also be 0.5, I believe. Let me see how that turns out. X. I think the Y needs to also be 0.5. I don't see it being applied. Okay. It also automatically puts the background to be that. We're gonna make the background of that. Okay. Let's go and see what happens first of all. Well, damn. There you go. Okay, so they're both going to move like this. Hello, Zlad Supersonic. Let me take a time to read that real quick. At the end of the day, if the player is satisfied with the game, does it really matter whether that satisfaction comes from genuinely overcoming a challenge or from gameplay cleverly rigged by developers? I think it can be disingenuous if not correctly communicated. Most certainly. Like if I'm going into an MMORPG, I kind of know what I'm getting myself into and how that flow kind of works. It's very hard to script a lot of that stuff. And if the player finds out or feels that at some point, they're going to feel that it's disingenuous and kind of detached from that, I think. But if it's something that a player comes across themselves organically and can feel, that's great. And they feel rewarded for that. But I think there's a very fine line to being able to communicate that well. If you have scripted moments, I think it's very hard. I think it's very difficult to hide that fact from clever players. So if people have fun with that and people are okay with that facade in a way, and that's fine. But there are always going to be players that are not okay with that. And people that will feel as if, well, the boss is down at 1 HP, but he's not killing me. Just like a scripted boss death. Something like, oh, you've gotten the boss down to 1 HP, and you were never supposed to defeat the boss, so even though you defeated the boss, you're still dead anyway. Well, that's a scripted event. You kind of feel bad about that. You kind of knew it was happening just based on the... You should know it's happening based off the boss fight, right? You're never supposed to beat the guy, and somehow you were able to actually do it through some kind of exploit, some amazing, miraculous thing that you were never supposed to do. It's always fun to have little things that if the player was able to do that, like if the player was capable of beating a boss they never were supposed to. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of games that are scripted in that direction too. I need to have 2 inputs. In fact, I think I need to have a different input for... I think one should be my controller, one should be the keyboard. Cleverly rigged happens in a lot of games. And I think people catch on to those pretty quickly. But it also makes the life easier on the developer when things are scripted in that way, because then you don't have to account for so many different edge cases. And that comes down to like development time and really what the game is about. What are you trying to convey through the game? Okay, I want to have different controllers, character controllers for these guys. I need to get 2 more controllers. I have those. Here we go. This was not the right controller, but I'm curious to see how this is going to work. I accidentally got a PlayStation controller and a third-party Wii controller. Whoa. It stopped my music? Okay. Whoa. Let's see why that is. That's not correct. Play the music again? But why? DualSense, yeah, it says it senses the new controller. And if we use the GameCube, or the GameCube, PlayStation seems to work fine. That's good. There are 2 audio listeners? Yeah, that should not be a thing. Let me go and delete one of these audio listeners. In fact, the player... Huh, I don't know how that should work, to be honest, yet. We're not gonna have 3D sound in the game, so I'm gonna remove this audio listener, and this audio listener is actually gonna go on, I think just an empty object that we have in the world set to 000 will be the audio listener, and that's kind of where all the audios I think will also play out of. So let me go ahead and delete this one as well, but first I'll just copy the component and then I'll delete it. Where's my music? My DualSense controller took away my music. Why? Is it playing music out of my controller? Do they do that? Because I don't hear it. If I plug headphones into this controller, is it going to start playing music? Oh my gosh, it is. It's ridiculous. That's weird. I don't even... Okay, at least my microphone's working. I was kind of worried about that for a second. There we go. I guess to answer the question, no, it doesn't matter. I hope that helps. There's a lot of different games out there. People kind of know what they're getting themselves into. If they feel cheated, then it's unfortunate, yeah. But at the end of the game, if you're satisfied with it, knowing that the developer did some string pulling, then there you go. It's fine. You enjoyed it. Most certainly is okay. I don't know how to get... how do you paste the component? Oh, no idea. Okay, well, audio listener right there, and we deleted it from everywhere else. Good. Just making sure we get that out of the way. Let's get unique player inputs now. How can I assign an input device to a specific... So we have control schemes, maybe. With the generated C# wrappers, assign the device to the player to devices property. Depends on what your setup is. With player input, either spawn the player with the given device or switch devices on the existing player input instance. My pre-rolls are done. I'm going to have to run ads. I don't want people to come in here and immediately experience ads, so I like to run ads so that people don't get the pre-rolls. During that time, I'm going to stand up, I'm going to walk around, I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to care about my own well-being and health. And I encourage you to do so as well. So, I'll be back in a little bit. Enjoy the music. Hylian, you don't get ads. Shut up. Bye! You want ads? All right. There you go, Haley. You can have an ad. It's all you. This is what you wanted. I'm here to deliver. It's an advertisement. I don't know. This is what you wanted, and I'm here to deliver. Never say I'm not generous. I don't know what the ad is. O Gigante. There you go. It's Johnny Walker. That's what it was. Wow. Ooh. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sorry. Okay. There's the noise. I keep thinking of this one noise from Super Mario 64. Oh god.
Mom. Oh, here we go! Hey, so long. So long, Bowser. Thank you so much for playing my game. Whoa! Yeah, 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 yahoo! Yippee!
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Or if the stars is Mario.
I don't know where it is. Oh, warp. It's this sound. No, wait. Oh, that's not it. Dang. I don't think it's any of these.
Dear Mario.
Huh. I don't know where it is. I'm not going to go through all of them, though. The one that goes wah 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 wah. Like a weird fade sound. I have 3 controllers with me right now. And I want to know if this controller is connected still. It'd be great if it was. We're gonna put the console over here. Yeah, that's a good place. Actually, this is a good place for the console. It is not connected, so let's go to Bluetooth. Bluetooth. And we're gonna hook it up. Make sure we get it. Add device. Bluetooth. Maybe I need to hold down the button. Maybe that was the wrong button that I just held down. There it is. Okay. Now it should show up, hopefully. It's not doing a great job. Connect a new device. Yes, please. Controller. There we go. Should be in here. No. That's you. Thinking. Um. I don't know. I don't know where it went. I'll try it again. Please. Turn off Bluetooth and back on. See if we can do that. Add a device. Blinking. Oh, maybe I'm in the wrong place. I think I was in the wrong place. Why is this the hardest part? My flights? No. I haven't even thought about flights. I still need to get my flight to Boston. It's in a few weeks. I'm making a video game. I'm doing a game jam. Ow. Fucking God. And it doesn't want to connect to my controller. Hey. Oh my gosh! It took so long. Please connect. Pretty sure we'll get the tickets. Yeah, that's the thing, is I want to use a wire controller. I don't have enough USB ports for all the controllers I want to connect. This is so dumb. I just don't have enough. I don't have enough USB ports. I could probably get enough, but Dude, what a great song. Oh my gosh. Damn, I'm gonna miss it because I gotta look for my hub. Gotta find the power supply. Wait, is that it? No. Dang it. I have a USB hub. I don't have the power supply for it.